Edo Governor Godwin Obaseki don tok say e dey necessary to bring the best brains for the country enter civil and public service to rebuild Naija and make sure say e progress well. The governor yarned this one for one strategy retreat for heads of service from the 6 South-South states wey dey under Brace Commission for the John Odige Oyegu Public Service Academy for Benin City, Edo State. The retreat aim na to promote excellence and give the participants the skills wey dem need to develop action plan for regional betterment. As chairman of the Brace Commission, Governor Obaseki opened the 2-day retreat and tok say we need competent public service to drive the country's reconstruction through strong institutions and bureaucracy for different government levels. Oga Governor say he remember the time wey federal and state civil service dey actively recruit top graduates wey contribute well to efficient public service. Obaseki tok say to attract top talent to public service, we need to give them competitive pay and treatment wey match private sector standards. Governor Obaseki chook mouth on a government roadmap and thematic pillars wey guide their efforts to tackle the challenges dem face when they enter office, like collapsing institutions and systematic delay, and say even though say dem meet big challenges, the administration focus on implementing solutions instead of complaining. E also chook mouth on the different reforms and initiatives wey don help to rebuild the capacity of the public service.
It's so important that as we talk about fixing Nigeria, we must fix the bureaucracy that runs Nigeria at every level. Federal, state, local governments. If we don't fix our bureaucracy, then it will be a pipe dream and just rhetoric talking about fixing the country. So for us, when we came into government, it was clear that we had to, like every government, have our roadmap and decide on what was important, what is important to us as a people, as the state, and also decide on how to go about achieving those things we said we will achieve as a government. In 2016, when we took over, we said we were going to do 6 things, or focus on 6 things. First, and most important, was to reform our institutions, the institutions of government. Then we will talk about building our infrastructure. And because it's all of this that will carry our people. So whatever reforms we intend to make in education, healthcare, if the institutions are not there and the infrastructure to undertake those reforms are not there, then you will not be able to fix those issues affecting people like health, like education, like sports and things like that. And these people are the ones whose efforts will create the economy. The economy does not create itself. It's people that create the economy.
Chairman Federal Civil Service Commission, Professor Tunji Olaokpa, wey give lecture on strategic leadership for civil and public service, praise Governor Obaseki progressive reforms wey don transform Edo State workforce. A constant talk say civil and public service dey important to Nigeria's rebuilding efforts and need revitalization to drive national progress.
Unique technocratic excellence and governance and the irreducible legacies that you have littered the entire state with. I'm sure I had promised my colleagues in NIPS that I will still render that so that it becomes a case study for study. So I'm going to work with JOPA. Incidentally, JUPSA, I recall when you mentioned it, I'm used to being called by governors that they have incredible ideas, and we'll write, we'll discuss, we'll create conferences, and 10 years after, we are revisiting. But what we have seen is the evidence of excellence. Congratulations, Your Excellency, and happy birthday to you. Therefore, for every government, the engine room. And the governor in the video spoke a lot about the engine. And I will not go to it. But in my writing, for those who have read me, and that was one of the findings of my PhD thesis, was that you have a challenge to rebuild Nigeria. But you require an engine to carry the weight. And the engine you need is that of a jet engine. But unfortunately, many governments in Nigeria, what you have are bureaucracy with the engine of B2 cars. So you can see the level of re-engineering that you need to do. And these are some of the things that I like to talk to. We are the brain box. We are the institutional memory. We are the custodian and protector of those governance crew crafted to protect the public interest. It is in the light of those weighty responsibilities and duties that we are, as servants of the state, we subscribe to such public values as loyalty to the government in power and to the Constitution.
The strategy retreat showed the crucial role of skilled and motivated public service to drive Naija development. The gathering shows we need strategic leadership, competitive incentives, and continuous capacity building to create strong civil service wey go push the nation towards progress and prosperity. Ogbonge pipo wey at ten d for dis strategic retreat na former Edo State Governor Chief John Odige Oyegun, Director General of the Brace Commission Ambassador Joe Keshin, Edo State Head of Service Dr. Anthony Okubowa Esquire, Permanent Secretaries and Heads of Agencies from the South-South Zone, among others. Make una no forget say, as we see am, na so we dey talk am, we no dey take blame. From Benin City, Ekata Ojisoli, TMC TV News.